Oh my God, I love sausages so much. That snap, that is great. That's one of the hardest parts to get.
Yep.
Bro. Hey everybody, I'm Brady McManus with the Coolfm Foodies show. And today we actually have our first family farm on the show, which is really exciting. And I wish you guys could actually smell this room right now. The amount of sausages and a couple other things that you're going to see later in the show are just amazing. And I'm super, super excited to be able to try those. But we got Weedy Weidenthal.
Yep, Weidenthal.
See,
we already
just
did
talked
it.
about that right before the show. So why the name Weedy then? Go ahead and tell them.
Last name's Weidenthal, mispronounced Weidenthal, shortened to Weedy.
Yeah, there you go. So and then I did. We literally just talked about like 2 seconds before we started recording. So give us a little bit of information. Where are you guys located? How long have you been? And what kind of farm are you? I mean, are we talking, bell peppers and tomatoes, or or a little bit better?
Mostly meats. We're doing pork, chicken, duck, all corn and soy free, pasture raised. We've got 20 acres off of High Knoll Road.
Oh wow!
So we're doing regenerative farming out there. We've planted the beginnings of a 2-acre permaculture orchard. So we've got all kinds of stuff.
I don't know what this stuff means.
Yep. There's a lot going on out there.
And did you say regenerative?
Regenerative, yeah. So the idea
what's
is,
that mean?
The idea is we started with really poor quality raw land, and the livestock is going around and they're clearing the land for us. So like the pigs root, they get out all of the whitethorn acacia, all of the just invasive plants that you don't really want around here. And then we go back and we're seeding for clover and nitrogen fixing plants so that we can build up the soil quality there. And we're doing all drought tolerant crops. And then we've also got goats that go and graze behind the pigs, and then chickens and ducks. So it's all part of a cycle that we're trying to regenerate the land and bring it back to basically like building a food forest, but we're trying to take it back to a combination of the food forest idea and the grasslands that this area was 100 years ago.
Wow, that is actually really cool. I'd love to come out. I got to come out and see it.
Yeah.
I was like, I've that's all new to me. I've never even heard of that. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, it's permaculture, regenerative agriculture. That's starting to become like a really, well, I shouldn't even say starting. It is a big thing right now. You know, we've overused fertilizers and we've destroyed our topsoil for the last 100 years in America, and now farmers are trying to be more beneficial. So we refer to it as farming extensively rather than intensively.
Wow. And have you always been involved in farming, or is this kind of new?
No, I started farming just a few years ago, actually. I got really into hunting and providing meat for my family, and we were just doing like little bits of farming at our house in Bisbee, actually, just in our yard. And but my background, I'm actually a brewer. I've got a diploma in brewing technology, and I'm brewmaster at Tombstone Brewing Company. Oh,
wow. Holy cow. So from brewmaster to regenerative farming.
Yep.
Which one do you like more?
The farming is honestly easier and more laid back, and I get to spend more time with the family. So I'm going to go with the farming.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah. So you said you do pigs, duck, and what else?
Chicken, and we've also got some dairy goats that are dual-purpose goats. We haven't done anything with them for the public yet. Those are eventually we will open a dairy, and we'll have a little bit of dry cured goat production going on.
Yeah. Do you guys sell the eggs and stuff?
We don't do layers. We just do broiler chickens and broiler ducks.
Really? Okay.
So we order day-old chickens and day-old ducks, and we raise them up to slaughter weight.
Okay. So what does that mean, day-old?
The day that they're hatched, they're actually shipped to us.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Does that make a difference in like?
Yeah, you can't really like hatch your own broiler type chicken. You can if you're doing heritage type birds, but they're slower to grow and they're a lot more expensive. So we're trying to farm regeneratively with a more industrial type of chicken. So we use the Cornish cross chicken that's available in the grocery stores, but we raise them in a regenerative setting.
Okay, so for someone watching, when you're talking like a broiler chicken, that's the chicken that you raise to eat.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
So do the hens, are they not as good to eat? Or like, do you not really?
Oh, they're great. They're great, but they're all just processed at 8 weeks.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So we're buying these cross chickens. They're not a pure breed of chicken, and the Cornish cross has 3 or 4 different breeds depending on who you're buying from. But it's the same breed or type of chicken that like Tyson raises.
Oh, okay.
But we're doing it on pasture and without corn and soy.
Wow. Okay, so how many chickens do you have right now?
At any given time, we might have 600.
Whoa! I thought you were going to say like 75.
We try to process 300 a month.
Holy cow. 600 chickens. Well, I guess if you have 20 acres, you can do that.
Yep.
Because I know people who have like, 10.
Yep. Yep. 20 acres where we're really maxing out what we're producing because we've also got like, I took 4 pigs to butcher today, so I think we're down to 70 pigs on the farm right now. We've got 8 sows and 1 boar. So with the pigs, we are breeding our own.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then
awesome.
the ducks are the same as the chickens, where we buy day-old ducks and we raise those up.
Okay. And is the duck process kind of like you have your I don't know if they're called I don't know ducks. So
yeah,
what they call the male and the female.
Hens and drakes. Yep.
Hens and drakes. Okay. Yep. So drake's a duck. Okay, got it.
Yep. Okay. Drake's a male duck. Yep.
Got it. Okay, and so are you processing the duck meat the same as you do like the chicken meat? Like,
yeah, it's a lot smaller scale. We're actually trying to get back into it. We've had some issues with our duck setup, so we're rebuilding some infrastructure, but we're trying to do 50 a month. 50.
Do you find a strong market for duck here?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Really?
Yep.
It's one of those proteins that when I talk to people,
it's polarizing.
But so many more have like never had it.
Yep.
Or ever tried it. I think duck is amazing. It is such a good protein.
Yeah, so we raise 2 different types of ducks. We do Pekin ducks and we do Muscovy ducks. And the Muscovy ducks are much larger and they're leaner, and that's kind of a better duck for people that are just like wanting a duck breast or just legs. The Pekin duck is a better roasting duck. It's got a lot more fat on it.
So that's why they have the Peking duck.
Yep.
The dish.
Yep.
That's awesome.
We'll even do dry aged ducks. So we'll dry age them for 2 weeks and we'll sell those.
Wow. Can you eat those straight? Like if you dry age them, or they
need to be cured if you're going to eat them raw. So we do what we call duck prosciutto, which is actually just a dry cured duck breast, and then you slice that.
That sounds so good.
And then we also do duck bacon with the breast.
Oh, duck bacon.
Yep.
Okay, you have me sold. I'm gonna have to come do some shopping. So I already know some people are gonna be getting hungry just hearing us talk about that. So if I want to come and buy some duck bacon or any of the stuff you've already mentioned, how do I do it?
Yeah, so we vend at the Bisbee Community Market. My family also runs the Bisbee Market. And then we also vend at the Sierra Vista Farmers Market on Thursdays.
Do you?
Yep.
I used to go there all the time.
We've only been there for like maybe 4 or 5 months.
Okay.
So Lazy E Homestead, they moved to New Jersey and we took their spot.
Yeah. Casey and Steve, I know them.
Yep.
So Thursday at the Sierra Vista Farmers Market, Bisbee Farmers Market, for those watching, where is that at?
That's at 9 a.m. every Saturday in Warren, across from the ballpark.
Okay.
Yep, so we do 9 to 1 there.
Yeah, and the Sierra Vista Farmers Market, for those who don't know, is at Veterans Memorial Park, and that is from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Every Thursday. Usually when they have the carnivals and stuff, they'll move the market out into the parking lot and run it from there. Now, is all these products that you've spoken about, is that available at these
Not
markets?
100% of the time, but yes. So we have rotating inventory, and you kind of have to follow us. I don't like to try to keep everything all in at once. We don't have the production volume to do it. Even when we have our 300 chickens and 12 pigs a month getting processed, we're flying through it. So it's hard to keep every product at all given times. But
what do you sell to people? Like if I wanted a half hog, quarter hog, is that?
That's available. That is available. We take the pigs to Wilcox Packing House to do that. But we also teach butchering classes. So a lot of people will buy a whole hog and they'll buy it live, and then for an additional $350, we'll teach them how to butcher it. And we do scald and scrape processing. So they skin on pork. They go home with 100% of the product. We send them with caul fat, livers, hearts. They keep the head. We can make porchetta di testa. We teach all the curing. We teach everything from the slaughter up through cutting, wrapping, and curing.
That is valuable to a lot of people. Like, I know a lot of places from the barbecue side that teach a ton of barbecue classes and how to do. So this is just a different aspect of it. But you guys don't do beef right now, or is there any plans to do beef in the future, or does that require way more land and
to be determined?
To be determined.
Yeah.
Okay.
It does require a lot more land, or it's not going to happen on our 20 acres. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I can imagine, because wherever I see the cattle, they're massive.
I'm not exactly sure what the stocking density for cattle out here, but it's something like 1 head per every 100 acres or something. So,
wow.
Yeah, it's
so you need a lot of land.
Yeah.
Awesome. And so do you guys provide any meats to any other like restaurants or anything like that? Are you capable of doing that?
Yeah, we sell to the local co-op in McNeil, and they put it in their shares. They do CSA shares. If we expand our pork production at all, it will be through restaurants. We don't really have the capacity to process more ourselves, so we would send a hog to the butcher, and then the restaurant would take it whole. So we do have a couple of restaurants in Phoenix and Tucson that have asked about that, but I'd really rather find some locals.
That's that speaks a lot about your product if you got to reach all the way out to Tucson and Phoenix when there's so many options for them to choose from. Yep. They're reaching out to you. So obviously you got a superior product going on compared to a lot of places.
The pork is very different the way that we raise it. It's like very dark meat. It's well marbled. We're raising Berkshires, Red Wattles, and then we have old line Durocs. And these old line Durocs come from a closed herd from Alabama that's been a closed herd since the 70s, and they've selected for marbling potential. So when you see our pork, especially what's been coming out this last month, we're kind of getting into our premium genetics now. It looks like Wagyu beef. It's like fully 100% marbled, and there's a lot of back fat on it too, so you do have to trim it up a little bit, but that's the price you pay for getting the marbling inside the muscle.
Yeah, and so just for food for thought, right? If I wanted to buy a whole hog without the class, just the hog itself, what would I be looking at?
$650 a pound on the hanging weight, so it'd be about $1,300, and it'd fill a 7 cubic foot freezer.
Well, you had that answer down pat.
Yep. Yep. We know our numbers.
You've done this a few times, huh?
Yep.
This is great. So you raise all your cattle and you do all your farming, and obviously there's costs associated with it. And then me as a restaurant owner and even the consumers out there see prices start to skyrocket for some things like beef, even though you guys don't do beef. But when you see an overall influx when it comes to the eggs, to the meat and stuff, and we hit these massive inflation rates, do you see that effect with you and your farm?
Yeah, so we haven't had to raise our prices because our feed prices stayed stable. And since we're doing our own farrowing for the pigs, and we're the chicken prices have barely changed for day-old chicks. So we haven't had to change our pricing for the last year and a half. So it's been pretty good. It does cost, it's to buy from a local farm and to buy from a sustainable or regenerative farm, to buy corn and soy free. That's all going to be a little bit more expensive, obviously, than the grocery store. But our prices are a little bit less than the national average for pasture-raised meats. So, and we're doing it in a region where it's particularly expensive. So we're well ahead of par as far as our pricing goes.
Yeah, but the advantage for every consumer out there, and for restaurants, obviously, who understand the value of your product, is exactly what went into what you're about to put into your body.
Yep, no antibiotics, there's no hormones, any of that stuff.
So, what do you feed your pigs? Yeah,
so they get a mixture of triticale, milo, oats, field peas. They get a little bit of fish meal, and then we have a mineral pack that's a certified organic mineral pack. The fish meal actually comes from Weidenthal. There's a company in Pennsylvania that does a custom fish meal blend. And so while it's manufactured in Weidenthal, they're on their way trucking it up to Pennsylvania, and they actually just drop it off at a farm here in Arizona because they're already along the way. So we're getting the freshest fish meal possible that has no fishy flavor, and it doesn't have that
you think the pigs are going to notice a fishy flavor?
They might not, but you would. In bad fish meal, you would taste the fish meal in the finished product of the pork.
Okay.
So everything that So we started off our business because we're foodies and we wanted to make the highest quality food for us. And so it was more about like the flavor. So that's why we went with corn and soy free. It was later on we started to realize that there are a lot of people that have concerns about consuming corn and soy. We didn't really even realize the health benefits until much later, because we were just trying to make the tastiest meat possible. So things like that fish meal, we were very selective with the exact fish meal that we bought, and it doesn't have chemical preservatives in it and things like that.
That's fantastic. I seriously cannot wait to start trying some of this. You're for the family farm, right? Kind of give me a rundown, because what you've said with 600 chickens, your 70 pigs. I didn't even ask how many ducks.
Yeah, at any given time, it should be about 100 to 150.
150. Okay, so what do we got? 750, 820 animals, 20 acres, feeding, cleanup, butchering, processing. Is it really just the family, or you got some employees? That's a lot. I think I have long days.
We've started to hire out for help with poultry processing in particular. And those are mostly friends that we bring in.
Yeah.
We probably need 3 part-time employees starting this spring.
And so how many family members are working it?
It's me and my spouse, and we've got a 6-year-old and a 2-year-old.
And you guys do all this?
Yep.
Holy cow. Oh, you must just, when it's time for bed, just...
Whiskey helps.
Whiskey helps. That is absolutely insane. That is a lot of work and a lot of respect from me to you, because, anyone in any food industry, from the dishwasher up, from the farm, hard work is hard work, but doing the amount that you guys are doing, you got to feel super proud.
Yeah, it's all about just getting yourself set up for success and making sure that you don't have to work 20-hour days if you can get all of your infrastructure set up. And in the early days of the farm, which I guess we're still in the early days, we're a couple of years in, but as we build up, things get easier. Those first few months were extremely difficult, and we've figured out our processes and systems, and it gets better.
So what was your real driving force of why you wanted to do this? Was it you just didn't like what you were putting into your body from mass-produced farms? Was it just did you see a niche for it for here in Cochise County? It kind of
started back. So I got into butchering just because I wanted to be a hunter, and I didn't have success as a hunter, but I still wanted to learn how to butcher. So when I got my deer, I would be able to do it. So I started buying goats and butchering those, and then I started raising a couple pigs at a friend's place and butchering those. And then COVID hit, and we saw meat disappear, and we started raising ducks. I didn't really want to raise chickens. They're
600 chickens later.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I just wanted meat. So and I like duck better than chicken, so we started raising ducks in Bisbee, and then it just kind of ballooned from there.
That's fantastic. Well, I think we should probably start eating some food.
Yeah.
Well, before I do that, is there anything that you want to add, that you want people to know about you, your family, your farm? And since you're, take this opportunity too, you run the Bisbee Farmers Market, and a lot of people from Sierra Vista, I don't know, this is just me guessing, don't make the trip all the way to Bisbee to go to the farmers market, because we have one here. If you want to take a minute or so and just kind of talk to us about that and your vendors. You said you have 70 vendors?
Yeah.
So, that's a lot. Give us a little bit about the Bisbee Farmers Market and why would someone want to make that drive down there?
So we took over the Bisbee Market last year in January. At the time, we were averaging about 45 vendors a month, and right now we're doing about 50% more vendors on average than we did the previous year. So we have about 30 food vendors right now, and we have a good amount of arts and craft vendors as well. We've had several vendors that have joined us in the last year. Bizbone Ferments is one that they've been making some really killer hummus and salsas and sourdough.
I love all those.
Their hummus is great. Arizona Dirt Farmers, they're making some really killer goat cheeses. I probably shouldn't start naming individuals because I'm going to leave people off.
Feels like you're leaving them
we've
out.
got some really good
take
food.
Offense to that. He loves all y'all.
We've got some really good food coming out of the Bisbee Market right now, though.
Do you guys have food to eat on site,
Yes.
food trucks and stuff?
Yeah, we've got Normally we've got 4 different food vendors, and actually we just got a hot dog vendor who's doing like, they're pretty basic hot dogs, but he's really passionate about the broth that he cooks them in, and like it shows like they're better than your normal hot dog.
Yeah.
They're just an all beef hot dog done really well.
What are some of the other food? Because I love going and checking out all the other vendors and stuff like yours and these chilies sauce that you brought, chili crisp sauce or whatever. Can't wait to try that. But the ones that we can buy and eat while we're walking around, what are a couple of those? Yeah,
so we've got Jo Mama's. That's she makes some really great burritos and some baked goods. Natalie Rios and her mom, they're out there doing some good carne asada. Nice. And they also do some Sonoran dogs and things like that.
Mm-hmm. The hot dog guy that you just talked about.
Yep. And then Rock and Tea Ranch, they're doing really good. I don't even know if you would call it Tex-Mex. It's like they're doing like pulled pork barbecue on quesadillas. I don't know. Would you call that Tex-Mex or?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I think that like qualifies.
That. Yeah,
we're not gonna have to be completely technical,
right? And then they've also got this amazing like snickerdoodle kettle corn.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
So 9 a.m. every Saturday, and how long does it run till?
Till 1.
Till 1, 9 to 1. So 4 hours, just like the one here. I kind of like 9 a.m. So when the hotter months, it gets you started a little bit earlier. Yep. So guys, make the drive down there, whether you're coming from Benson or Sierra Vista, Tombstone. Go check out the farmers market. When you do, you're supporting local. That's the most important thing. And if someone wants to contact you, what is the best way to contact you?
They should either send me an email to bisbeecommunitymarket@gmail.com, or our phone number is 520-678-9839.
And that's for the market. What about for your products?
Yeah, so for our farm, follow us at Weidenthal Family Farm-Raised in Cochise on Facebook. And then we also have Weidenthal Family Farm@gmail.com. And phone number for that business is 256-479-7610.
Fantastic. All right. Well, with that, we're going to eat some food.
I like it.
All right. So back to what everyone's favorite part is getting to try all this amazing food. I'm super, super excited. So we have, 4 different sausages that you guys make?
Yep. The Sichuan hatch, gringo chorizo with chiltepine, and Moroccan sausage.
Fantastic. And then what do we got right here?
This is a Sichuan lonzino. So it's
Sichuan
lonzino? Dry cured pork loin. This has been aging for about 6 months at this point.
Whoa. Okay. So we're going to start left to right on this, and then we'll get into, we got some pork butter. I don't know. I've never heard of pork butter until today. So really excited to try that, because anything butter and pork, like anything like that, I'm super stoked. So, okay, we are going to go right down there. I can already tell you right now, every single thing I'm going to go, so good. I can just tell by the smell and looking at it, and I know you guys can see a close-up that Dan just did of all the meat out there got sliced. These things are packed with herbs and spices, and it's just going to be phenomenal. So I'm going to dig in. Let's start. What are we going with right here?
That's our Sichuan sausage.
So what is a Sichuan?
So we do our own Chinese 5-spice blend. So it's got like fennel, clove. There's a little bit of cinnamon. There's Sichuan peppercorn, garlic, and Sichuan chili flakes.
I love the immediate snap on that skin. Like I don't know if they can hear that, but that's actually really crazy.
Yeah, we use natural hog casings, obviously, and then it's soaked in a baking soda water for a little while to get it a little bit alkaline, so it snaps a little better.
Oh my God, I love sausages so much. And the thing is that people don't understand how much work goes into this. Like,
yeah, we're stuffing about 200 pounds every other week, and it's about 35 to 40 hours of work each time.
See, that's a lot. I mean, that is a lot of work. Yeah. I've not made a lot of sausage, and that's exactly why.
Yep.
I was like, it is delicious, but some things at the end of the day, I'm like, I don't want to do that again.
Yep. Yep.
But that is so good. So, what size are your links? Are these 3rd pound?
Yeah, they're probably a little bit heavier than that.
Because these did shrink up a little bit because you cooked them and then you brought them here. So, they're a little bit smaller than if you just pulled them right off the grill.
We package them in a 4-pack, and I target a 1-pound package, but it always ends up being more like 1 1/4, a little heavier than that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That one, okay, so instead of scoring each one, I'm going to try them all, and then I'm going to tell you which
Sweet.
one I think is the best.
Sweet.
All right, so now we're going over to the Hatch.
Yeah, that's a Hatch chili brat.
Oh, yeah. That snap, that is great. That's one of the hardest parts to get.
Yep.
Mm. Oh, see? Okay. The Sichuan is above the Hatch.
Okay.
This is in the lead right now.
Yep.
All right, you can't do a sausage in Arizona without chorizo, right?
Yeah, so we call this gringo chorizo con chiltepin. So it's all of the seasonings you would expect in a traditional Mexican chorizo, but there's no apple cider vinegar in it, so you can get the protein extracted and get good binding, and so it's not crumbly like a Mexican chorizo.
Okay, and what was that last word you said?
The binding?
No, the chorizo.
Oh, chiltepin. Gringo chorizo con chiltepin.
What's con chiltepin?
With chiltepin. So chiltepin is a type of pepper. It's like the tiny little peppers.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I didn't even know that. Yeah. And I work with all kinds of peppers. I didn't know what that one was. That smells amazing. And you can see, and you'll see this in the video. All the fat. Oh, all of it. Holy cow.
So that one's I would describe that as a medium plus heat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's it doesn't burn. I can feel it hitting the senses.
Yep.
And it was really just on the tongue.
Yep.
So
chiltepin is a very clean heat. So even though it's an intense heat, it dissipates really quickly and doesn't linger.
Yeah, and it doesn't take away from any of the other flavors. That is so packed full of flavor. I like the oiliness, because you can't have chorizo without some oil.
Yep.
So it's just enough. And that one's delicious. I still am on the Sichuan on the top, but that is breakfast all day.
Yep.
Well, man, what else? I'd cut that up in some chili. All these pieces like this. It's okay. I'll let Dan know I'm gonna eat this one too.
When you get a chance, try it with this chili crisp oil.
I think I have a chance.
Or actually,
right
try
now.
that one with this. Try it with the salsa matcha.
Salsa matcha.
So the chili crisp oil is really more for the Sichuan, and then the salsa matcha is more for the chorizo.
Okay. So how do I want to do this?
Just a little dab of it. That's also got chiltepin in it, so it's got a little bit of heat to it.
So that's why you're saying use it with this one?
Yep.
Am I going to hurt myself with that?
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
That's from Yolanda with Beatriz Dates at our market. She also sets up in the Sierra Vista market as well.
All right, here we go.
So that salsa matcha is heavily toasted with sesame oil, and
I was going to say, it was like ooh, there's the heat.
Yep. do you handle heat well?
Used to, not as much anymore. That is so unique. It was it almost was like sun butter made with sunflower seeds.
Yep.
But because you got so much of that toastiness and then that crunch on top.
Yeah, when salsa matcha is made like that, you cook everything in oil and reduce it, and it just concentrates all of the flavors, and you get that almost burned, not burned, but heavily toasted.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, a little spicy. Okay, we're going into the last ones. The Sichuan one is still. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, Sichuan. Yeah.
All right. What's this last one?
That's a Moroccan sausage. So we use pomegranate juice in it. There's a little bit of curry powder, cinnamon, thyme.
Ooh. I'm probably going to like this just because it's unique. I've never had any sausage like this before at all.
This recipe started off as actually a goat sausage recipe for me. And then we haven't had goat at the market yet, so we've been making it with pork.
It smells almost like a spicy sweet.
Yep. Yeah, it's earthy and fragrant.
Yeah, fragrant. There you go. That's a very good description. Bro. That's the most unique sausage I've ever had.
Thanks.
And I've eaten a lot of Moroccan. You're 100% right with the name. It's not even close. Yeah.
You like that one?
Oh, man.
Nice.
That is beautiful.
Thank you.
I don't even know how else to describe it. But just freaking gorgeous sausage.
That one's been really popular with people that like to eat things like more plain. So like the other ones, most people are making like sandwiches with them, but the Moroccan sausage, a lot of people have been telling me they've been putting it on like a bed of rice or something like that.
Yeah, definitely some sticky rice, and I would make this into like a sushi roll.
Oh, nice!
Some sort
I like
of
that.
Moroccan roll cut. I'd have to look up good Moroccan. I can't think of one right now. With dipping sauce like this with like a goat cheese and that is like I said, that's the most unique thing sausage wise I've ever had.
Well, thanks.
Like I would drive all the way to the Bisbee Farmers Market. Can you get these at the farmers market, or you got to order from you?
You get them at the farmers market, but check with us for inventory before you make the drive. Because this is only 4 out of like 12 sausages that we make, and so it's a rotating inventory. We also have fermented sausages that we're bringing soon, so that we're doing like wet. We're going to have boutifara, all kinds of things.
Okay, all right. So we're going into this thing now.
I'm going to eat one of these too.
You're going to eat with me on this one. So what is this again? Explain to the viewers.
So this is Lonzino. It's a dry-cured pork loin. This is actually from our personal stash. It was a smaller loin eye, so the ratio of fat is kind of higher than what we would sell to the public. But ideally, you slice these like paper thin, and it kind of melts on your tongue. This has Sichuan peppercorn on it, so it's going to have a little bit of like the numbing effect of the Sichuan peppercorn. Yeah. And that allows you to receive the meat and the salt a little bit better.
Okay, I'm going to take a sip so I can cleanse my palate. Okay, I've never had anything like this. Man, that is so unique.
Yep.
That flavor is so rich, so deep.
So when you dry cure something, the flavor just keeps concentrating.
Yeah, and oh man, and it's like jerky with like a layer of butter on it.
Yep.
Like because this is really chewy, just like beef, like jerky. You know,
it should be sliced thinner. You know, they did it with a hand knife, and you really should run it through like something so it's like absolutely paper thin, and then it's not chewy. It like kind of just melts on your tongue.
Kind of, yeah. Okay.
And you can eat it like with a cantaloupe or a melon or something like that. Yeah. So
it's definitely like your own home cured prosciutto or something like that.
Yep.
That's phenomenal. I mean, that's a charcuterie board all day.
Yep.
Anyone out there watching who does catering, you know, this is where all of this right here. Do a meat charcuterie board. It would be amazing, or a grazing board.
Yep.
That's like getting more and more popular now too.
The thing I really like with that one is like you can kind of start to feel like that numbing effect on your palate a little bit now. That's just those Sichuan peppercorns.
So this is phenomenal. Okay, so are we going into these or? Pork butter.
Yep, pork butter.
All right, and you said just put it on the bread?
Yep.
Okay, of course
You can just dip it in. Just take a little scoop.
It's like you've done this before.
Yeah.
All right. Get some chewy bread.
So this is a test recipe. We're still working it out.
Holy cow. This just dissolves and melts. Like, I don't know, like whipped cream almost when it hits your tongue.
It's very heavily whipped.
Yeah, so when it first hits your palate, you're like, oh, this is butter. Mm-hmm. And then it kind of dissolves, like you said, like you put whipped cream in your mouth, and then you hit the salt.
Yep.
That salt, and I like that you must have used like a flake salt. You use like a flake salt.
Yep.
Okay, because the salt crystals I can feel them crunching.
Yep.
So they don't completely dissolve. Don't ever change that.
Yep.
If you change anything, don't change that, because that really stands out.
No, we always use kosher salt for everything when we do.
It's like salt pop rocks.
Yep. Yeah, you kind of want it to cut up the roof of your mouth a little bit.
Yeah, and oh man, I'm getting a little bit more. That's super delicious.
Yeah, so it's got rosemary, thyme, garlic. There's a little bit of red wine vinegar in there.
Lots of rosemary.
Yep.
That really pops.
Yep.
I would actually use that with steak.
Yep. The other thing is just put it on mashed potatoes or on baked potato, whatever.
I wouldn't even put it on top of my steak to melt. Like I would literally dip it.
Yep.
Like it's a steak dip.
Yep. That's interesting. That's funny.
It would be phenomenal on a rib cap or something.
Yep.
Okay, so the last thing we haven't tried, what is this one?
So this is the chili crisp oil. It goes really well with the Sichuan sausage. All
right,
and
well,
that's from Bisbone Ferments.
The ones we tried earlier, or the ones who made this other one as well.
Yep.
All right, so what do we got in here? What is that?
So there's garlic in there. There's actually
that's what that is. That's garlic. I'm gonna get one of those garlic crisps. I love garlic. Is this gonna be as hot as the other one?
No.
Oh no, I'm a big baby. Hate me all you want. Oh.
Yeah, those guys are good.
Those little garlic chips in there. Holy cow, that is so good.
I can't remember how long they told me they roasted it for, but yeah, it gets like nice and crispy. There's all the red pepper in there, and they also do a Sichuan peppercorn in theirs.
Yeah, so I'm not as hot as this one. That one packs so many more levels of flavor. Like how they're just kind of
in some ways they're
like even at the end now I'm really getting that Szechuan pepper in there. Like it doesn't hit until the very end.
Yeah, they're kind of like a similar style of salsa, but like the salsa matcha is like a very traditional version, and then this is just like Bisbone Ferment's idea of like their own take on that.
Okay, awesome. Well, I can tell you right now, there is nothing on here that is not a 10 out of 10. Like not even close. The Sichuan sausage with that garlic. What is that one?
The chili crisp oil.
The chili crisp oil. That's a 15 out of 10. Like
they sell their hummus with this on top of it.
Oh yeah, done. Done. I don't even need a chip finger.
Yep.
That is so. Hey, I just want to say thank you so much.
Thank you
For making the trip
us
out here. This was great, and hopefully people will see this and come out and support you guys, support your family, support the other vendors at the Bisbee Market and the Sierra Vista Market.
Yep.
You know, it's a lot of work into what everybody there is doing. And especially you guys, I loved hearing your story. I so much more respect for everything you do. And with as few people as you do it, that's still just boggling. But with that, I'm going to create my own little concoction to say goodbye. So we're going to go with the bread. We're going to get some of the pork butter on here. We're going to hit it with some of this crisp.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, that's going to be good.
And then, oh no, we're not done. And then we're going to grab a piece of this pork right here. And so with that, I am Brady McManus, your host of the Coolfm Foodies Show. And as always, taste your way through life and fill up on adventure.